We got Houston's own representing for you to hear tonight for Sports Hip Hop with DJ Mad Max, Live 265 iHeartRadio. One of the nicest MCs in the game right now. Let's not just box him into Houston. He's getting recognition all over the place. You know, love from Jay-Z, which we'll get into. But
Man,
man, he's
appreciate
been
that.
working
Yeah.
for a minute now. You know, salute to you. Propain joins me here on the show here tonight. What's going on, man? How's everything going?
Man, what's good, man? What's the word? Happy to be here.
Just chilling. Congratulations on the new classic. I mean, this album's only been out for a few weeks now. What does it mean to you that people are already calling this a classic? Because you're an album guy. You say that you want to make a thriller every time you want to go into the studio. So what's it mean when you're finally getting the fruits of your labor and people are already calling this a classic?
Bro, it's dope. That's what I set out to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the moment I started creating this album, and I took a long time with this, man. So like it's really something that was real special to me. So for people to receive it how, you know, I set out to do it, that's dope, man. That's like a feeling I can't really put in words.
Mhm. I did hear about that you kind of had another concept album that you were starting, but then you decided to move away from it
Right.
and do Made from Scratch. So I
Right.
already know you built this up brick by brick. This is your own
Mhm.
message, but I feel as though there's a message here to the dreamers out there as well. Is that kind of somewhere you were aiming where you can make it from scratch as well? It was to the dreamers.
Definitely, bro. Definitely, man. And you know, I always consider myself the regular Joe when it comes to like an artist. I never ever felt like, you know, above life or anything. When it comes to that, I try to carry myself as like an everyday dude. You know what I'm saying? So and that's with the music. The message has always been born to lose, raised to win. And the whole made from scratch thing is for anybody out there who like taking something from the ground up, bro, and building it into something, man. Start from scratch. Like I said, like you just said, man, I took the stairs, did something I built, you know what I'm saying, over the years, and I'm continuing to build. It's not like I'm finished anything, but I'm continuing to build it. And I just feel like that whole made from scratch motto, man, it fit me perfectly because I felt like over the years, it just been a building block, and I just been going step by step, even to where I'm at, and I still got so far to go.
Yeah, and you're ready now. You the 33rd. You got your movie game now going.
Man,
I heard.
appreciate it, appreciate it.
I did all my research into what you've been doing out here, and you're studying Paid in Full, Cameron's role.
Right.
I'm kind of curious. You know, with now you have the experience of being on a movie set. What's a character you think people would be surprised that you want to play? Because Paid in Full, everyone knows that it's the hip hop character.
Right.
Again, that what's something that's so out of box you think you could play that you want to tackle next?
Man, bro, that's a good question, bro. It's so many different roles, bro, that I want to play. Like even something like like a athlete or not just. I'm not gonna just say the villain. I want to play something like that, like a Marvel character or something, bro. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Yeah, bro. I really enjoy acting. That's something that I've always just the whole entertainment thing is something I always enjoy doing, whether it be performing on stage, creating the music, even doing this acting thing. Like that's something I always wanted to do since I was younger. But to actually do it and to really see how it goes, bro, it was like, yeah, bro, this is something I could really see myself doing in the future. So, man, I'm open to pretty much all roles, bro. And I actually have a movie coming this spring with Slim Thug. We co-star in it. It's called Double Cup, and it's kind of like a comedy, bro. Something like a How High type movie,
Okay,
bro. But
Red
I
Man,
think
Method Man.
yeah, I think people gonna enjoy it, bro. We had a lot of fun making that. Shout out to my bro Slim Thug. But yeah, that's we got that coming. So that's like 360 from what I did on Dirty Third. Dirty Third was a bad character, a villain, and this one is more I played a good guy as well though. This is like a comedy, something like that.
Yeah. You mentioned that you always felt that you wanted to act as something that you always wanted to do. Did you kind of have drama experience before in school? Because I know you went to high school and you went to college. We'll get into your basketball career because you
Right.
gave up your hoop dreams when Scarface told you you'd make more money at rapping.
Facts.
But
Facts.
did you kind of have some drama experience beforehand?
So, nah, man, just the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Just like, but I've always been like, I can like, I'm the type of person who, if I watch a movie, I know about heart after that. Like I
Mm.
can quote it. You know what I'm saying? So I've always kind of been like that, a chameleon to different characters, and I've just been like that my whole life. So I've always like been able to act out the characters of the movies I don't watch or TV shows I don't watch. So it kind of came natural to me when they gave me the role to play. And like I said, I studied Paid in Full. I studied T.I. on Takers. And I watched those movies so much already. I really didn't really have to study them because I had already been studying them, just not knowing it. I don't watch the movie so many times. So it was like, it was just kind of easy for me to play it. I could just get into those characters. I feel like I can get into almost any character that they give me. I watch so much movies. I'm like, I'm a movie critic.
Yeah. They and I feel as though the independent wave is really going here. And I think it's really amazing when the people reached out for you for the 33rd is that they already had a part written for you. So they
Right.
had you come in to read the lines and then they plugged you right in.
Definitely, definitely. They had it already. The part they wanted me to play, once I did the table read, bro. I mean, in the day I did the table read, they knew. They was like, they came to me like, bro, we made a perfect decision with you, and it was from there. It was on. It was history after that.
And then we got Made from Scratch. And it's interesting just hearing from you about your career early on when we look at it, because you described everywhere from New York, LA. Everyone has their own industry, where you guys kind of had to do it on your own. When you look at Jay Prince and Slim
Yeah.
Thug and all these guys, they told
Right.
you got to make it on your own. Did you have conversations with some of these legends early on in your
Mhm.
career? I know we'll get into Scarface in a minute,
Yeah.
but did you kind of talk with them to get some game for yourself to build your stuff from scratch?
Definitely, definitely, bro. Especially the Slim Thugs of the world and the Zeros, even Jay Prince. These are the people that once I came into the industry and I was able to get in the same rooms with these dudes, I've been picking their brains for years. Just being a fan of theirs and studying their moves and everything they've been doing. Man, I'm like anytime I get around a Bun B or I get around a Slim Thug, and me and Slim Thug, we got a close relationship. Me and this dude talk all the time. But I'm constantly asking him questions. I'm constantly asking him, man, how was it when, with this era and when you did it like this and when you was with for real and when you did this? I'm all the time asking questions, bro. Because those dudes, man, they laid the bricks down on the road for the path that I'm taking, and they definitely did this independent thing at the highest level, man, and they still going right now. You know what I'm saying? Them are the legends that I look at, and I feel like they have made the blueprint for what I'm trying to do.
And you've referenced it in your music, independent. This is, I mean, now that you're getting these big, because these guys, Jay-Z's recognizing you,
Right, right.
is there any deal that you feel that you would accept at this point, or is it just I'm still staying independent?
Probably with Jay Z. You know
Jay-Z,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Jay Z, yeah, man. That's the goat. So, man, I'm not closed minded to a deal. More than likely, I would love to do a partnership with
Mhm.
somebody. The way the game is right now, I am my own label. I'm a mid major label of myself. So what I got going on, I think I can get with a bigger corporation and we could just use the machine to take it to another level. So I would love to do a partnership with anybody. But I'm definitely open to anything that just makes sense, bro. Anything that could take my brand and get it to the masses, because that's the whole end goal, bro. I want the masses to be able to hear the music, the masses to be able to feel the message. And as long as I can still maintain who I am, still maintain the type of music that I'm doing, where nothing is jeopardizing. Man, yeah, I'm open. I'm open to whatever. I would love to do something with Jay Z though.
Yeah. We keep bringing up Jay-Z here, one of the greatest of all time. He's in your top
Facts.
ones. Used to watch Nas and Pac and all these guys growing up.
Yeah,
You're a real student of hip hop, real hip hop at that, and that's what you represent in Houston.
facts.
How did you find out about Jay-Z? When did you find out this moment that he was saluting you?
Man, I got a text from Bun B. Like I got a text one morning from Bun B, and the text simply said, "Are you ready for this?"
Mm.
And I was like, "What you mean? Like, are you sitting down?" Because Bun knows, like, I'm a Jay Z fan. You know what I'm saying? He know this. He been doing this for years. And I was like, "What's up?" And he just sent me the screenshot of the text. And basically, Jay Z texted him. It was a song that we did on Bun B's album. It was a song with me, Styles P, and Bun B. And so the text basically said, "Propain, question mark, question mark, question mark. I love his energy. He gave the OGs a run up the court. He gave y'all a run for y'all money." And man, he sent me there, bro, and I was just like, hell nah. So the text say Hove, like, of course. And I'm just like, nah, bro, this ain't Jay-Z, bro. They just sent me this. And man, I hit him and we kind of like chopped it up about it. I was like excited as fuck. And he was like, you know, that it was a text message that I wasn't supposed to send that to nobody, man. You know, I sent that shit to all my friends. Like, hey, don't tell nobody, don't tell nobody, don't tell. You know what I'm saying? I got to the gym, I'm showing my phone, everybody, yeah, Jay-Z, Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? So that shit was like, that was a huge moment for me, man. And in this game, bro, like to have the love for just the sport of rap and to be a fan of it. So it's like a lot of accolades we can hit. You know, you can go #1 on here, or you can get voted best this, whatever, all that shit. That right there was like a Grammy to me. You know what I'm saying? That was a Grammy. So like I think even if I ever won a Grammy, it wouldn't hold the same value as me seeing that text message of Jay-Z saying that. That's crazy.
No, and especially when you're independent, because I always talk to independent artists, you got to stop chasing the fame, the clout all the time. The fact that you could do what you love doing as a lifestyle and be wealthy off of it
Right.
is enough. Because a lot of people get
Enough.
caught up in the fame, the riches, and a lot of these people
Yeah.
don't know that they're renting, that artists are renting cars, renting jewelry, and if they are buying it,
Facts.
they're broke.
Facts. They broke, man. Come on, man. Tell them, man. For real, that's the truth. Like, it's so much illusion in this game, bro. That's why I value the artists that present the real, like a J. Cole or something like that, man. I value J. Cole, bro. Just his music and what he brings to the game. I used to love Nipsey, man. I still love Nipsey, man. Nipsey was one of the ones who he just told it real. Even like Some Thug with his music, man. Some Thug music is his lifestyle. So you seeing his lifestyle every day. If you follow him on Instagram, he just giving you the real. He giving you the blueprint. Jay-Z, he was one of the ones, man. I just yeah, bro, I just value the ones who give us the real, who give us the truth when it comes to the music. And that's what I try to do at all times, man. Give people the good side as well as the bad side.
Yeah.
Because man, a lot of these dudes is like it's a role, it's a movie they trying to act out.
Yeah, and a lot of them aren't that good at it, and that's why
Facts,
yeah,
facts. For
that's why
real,
their
you're right.
music doesn't last long. Because I always sit down a lot, and I really think to myself and have a lot of conversations. Is what has been the last classic hip hop album? We don't get like I always say. I think Good Kid, Mad City was classic. To Pimp a Butterfly,
Definitely,
you know,
definitely
it's been a
classic.
long
Yeah,
time where we've had a classic album when we
yeah,
really
you're
look at
right.
it, and it's the
You're right.
digital era that's really done it to people. And we'll get into a lot of different things when we look at Afraid with you sampling Boosie because it's affected
Man,
relationships. Your album's deep.
yeah, for sure.
This album is for the thinkers, and a lot of people
Appreciate it.
now with the TikTokers and the kids, they can't
Yeah,
think.
man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, and that was something that was big for me, bro. I really wanted to give people something that they could sit with. Not something that you will hear today and like, all right, we good.
Yeah,
Nah, something you could really sit with, something that could make you, like you just said, think. You know what I'm saying? Something that could like just really penetrate the mind and make people just really open up to even shit they got going on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
I want to bring it back to Bun B because you interviewed him, you had him come to the studio, and this is when he was revealing all the stuff that was going on when Pimp C was locked
right.
up and he was down and out, and just people were trying to tell Bun B you could do your own thing, and he was like, "No, this is UGK for life." Why did
Yeah.
you make it such an importance to include these skits in the album? Did you kind of want to reveal that the industry will try to pull you away from certain situations? They kind of interfere because I feel as though, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest about it, I think some of these white collar guys get in there and they don't want to see
Mhm.
black power and black unity. They
Right,
want to
right, right,
separate you. So is
right.
that something that you were kind of wanting to display on here with that message as well?
Yeah, yeah, man. So the thing with Bun, like I interviewed Bun, I asked Bun a series of questions, bro, and he was very, very open and honest about it. And we was able to implement those skits into each song that it kind of felt and it flowed through the album. And what he was saying right there, bro, basically what you just said, bro, it's a lot of divide and conquer in this industry. And sometimes it's not even a black or white thing, bro. It's just like, you know, it's a divide and conquer. People will see something going on, they'll see something that's moving, and they want to infiltrate whatever you got going on so they can divide and conquer. And basically, they can just get all of it. You know what I'm saying? And I think what Bun did, that was real noble of him to stay down with Pimp C. And he really kept that brand alive, bro. He kept UGK alive when Pimp C was incarcerated. And the rest was history, bro.
Mhm. I think you should have a documentary, and I think you should title it "Made from Scratch" because it would go to show you it would fit
Mm.
in with your life story because you played hoops early on, and I heard that
Yeah,
you
for
were
sure.
nice, but this story with Scarface because you were rapping and then you eventually, I think he was running with the group The Product at the time,
Yep,
and you
yep.
got in. You're like, yo, Face, let me in at the party, and
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and he heard you spit, and he said you're gonna make more money at rap because he didn't see you hoop, but he said you're gonna make more money
Right.
at rap than hoop, and then you quit. You told your mom that, and then that's pretty much where it all started.
That's pretty much that's where the legend starts, bro. That was such a big moment, bro. Like you said, everything you just said was verbatim, bro. You pretty much hit the nail on the head. I rap for him. He asked me who I was signed to, and I was like, I ain't signed. I play basketball. He's like, I never seen you play basketball, but I can guarantee you this: you're gonna make more money off rap than you is off basketball. And he just left it at that. He didn't like say I was gonna be make more money with him, or he just left it at that. And man, that was all I needed though, bro. Like, you know, we ended up reconnecting a few years later once I became Propain and my name became bigger. And I told him that story. He didn't
He didn't
remember it,
remember
bro.
it. Yeah.
He didn't remember it. So, but yeah. So I created Scarface a lot, bro, because man, that gave me a different type of confidence. I always wanted to be a rapper. I always knew this is what I was gonna do. I didn't know when I would fully pursue it because I was, like I said, I was playing basketball. But nah, man, that just gave me that lit that fire, bro. To just, this one of the greatest to ever do it. Telling me this, nothing nobody else can tell me is gonna work. You know, nothing. Like this is what I'm doing.
You don't let anything
Yeah.
stop you, because I remember when you kind of hit like a brick wall. I heard you kind of hit a wall there
Uh-huh.
when your daughter was born, and then after you
Right.
had the song with Rich Homie Quan that blew up 2 rounds,
Right.
that went
Right.
crazy. Did you kind of feel as though you kind of got caught up in it? Oh, now I got to hit records, so now I got to figure out how to make
Yeah.
hit records. Was a reason why too?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, man. That yeah, it was because like so basically, like you said, when that record took off, that's what you would call like a hit radio record or something. And I'm not a hit radio artist. You know what I'm saying? I love to make projects. I love to make deep introspective music. I love to make like just hip hop underground music. So and I was doing that with that record. That record just happened to take off. It had that feel to it. So it inspired me into a different world. Oh damn, I gotta try to follow this up and do this. And I had to kind of find my way as an artist again because it just was like, this ain't you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It gotta come naturally. It gotta come naturally. So yeah, man, it was a time, it was like a block of production of music because it was like, man, this ain't it. I don't like this. This ain't me. And it took for me to like start it back up and get back to who I was, bro. And it kind of like it's like the clock started over, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got like a second win, and it just took off from there.
Yeah, it's 7 Day Theory. You started out with selling with the hoodies. That's the thing
Yeah.
that people need to really credit you on, is that you're doing your own thing with these marketing schemes. What's the marketing scheme for Made from Scratch? Because you're still pressing up the CDs, you're still doing all these different things.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
What's the marketing scheme for Made from Scratch?
So the marketing scheme for Made from Scratch is we got a bunch of surprises on the way, but I think what I've been doing now, especially anybody who's watching closely, bro, we really taking it back to the traditional hands-on with everything, bro. I'm touching everybody, every market. I'm already been in New York, just got back from Atlanta. Like I'm tapping in with everybody. I want to really make this from scratch. So anybody who doesn't know about Propain, or even if you heard about me and you just like it's been whatever you ain't heard in a minute, it's like I'm touching everything hands on, bro. I'm going everywhere. Like people gonna continuously see me everywhere. Like, and we just getting started. We got a bunch of stuff going on, bro. The made from scratch thing is so relatable to everybody because I feel like anybody who started any type of brand, any type of company, anything. I don't care if you was on the basketball team and you went from 12 man, now you 6 man. Like that's made from scratch, bro. You know what I'm saying? So bro, we just this one is actually for the people, bro. Everything we got going on, this is for the people. And we're gonna continue to move like that. I think the reception been crazy for the album, bro. I've been involving all my fans with this. We together in it. So I think that's the quote unquote marketing scheme, bro. It's like this is not just for me because I have somewhat a cult following when it comes to my fans. Anybody who's been following me, so this is like they raising a trophy up with me also right now. Like you said, it's only been out a couple weeks, but it's getting crazy love. And so basically, when you have these supporters that really, 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 really believe in you, no matter what it is you do. I don't care if it's rap, if it's basketball. You got your fan base that really, really rock with you. Once you kind of like give them something where they're able to go tell their homeboys, like, I told you, bro, I told you should have been listening to Propain, or I told you should have been a Ja Morant fan or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's that moment, bro. It's like, and I feel like this is one of the ones where they able to hold it up, like, yeah, we told y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely a win for Houston. When we look at it, it's a classic album already. You feel the
Man,
impact
thank you,
is
bro.
shaking the pavement. We could see that right now.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Of course,
Thank you.
Chameleonaire. This is a guy that people were tweeting of support to you back in the day. You got like 6,000 followers on Twitter. You
Yeah.
see me rolling, they hating. You're now you got
Yeah.
they can't the haters they can't stand me. I flipped that for you right there for
Yeah,
the new
yeah,
album.
yeah, for sure. For sure.
You both address haters. Why was it you feel as though you want to kind of address the haters on this album?
Um, Man, if you're doing anything good out here, man, somebody out here that don't like it. And I just felt like for everybody who is trying to get to the next level or just to the next phase in their life, anything they got going, there's always gonna be somebody who a naysayer or somebody who think you can't do it. And that song was just like an anthem that me and Ro did. Basically letting people know like it's gonna be people who not gonna like what you got going on, but that can't stop nothing. We still moving. We still here. It's years later. We still doing our thing. Like it's been plenty of people who said we shouldn't be here or we shouldn't do this or we can't do this, and we still rolling. So yeah, that was like dedicated to them.
And you said it. If you're doing something, you're pretty much wrong if you're doing something right.
Right,
But if people like you,
right,
you said that in the
right,
song, so
right. For sure, for
you're you're
sure.
you're on the right path there for sure. But afraid because this is such an important record. I touched on this earlier. I wanted to get into it with you because of Boosie. Social media,
Uh-huh.
it's messing up everything. Now the
Right,
woman's got access to 30,000 dudes and all this crazy stuff. So,
right,
I mean,
right.
what's your thought on just when we look at back in the day, when we look at music, when we look at the dilemmas, and we're following all these R&B, H Town, okay, legend knocking the boots from your area. I'll take it there.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on just a healthy relationship today? Because I feel as though there's no trust anymore with social media.
Man, yeah, social media it makes people feel like they got so many options, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a simple swipe. It's a simple swipe, man. You can see another person, somebody leave the emoji under your picture, heart eyes, anything. You think they like you, and it's it's kind of corrupted the scene, bro. And I think I'm no love guru or nothing like that, bro. So I don't. I mean, my relationship advice is minimal, but I feel like one of the things that people should definitely value is privacy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think people should value privacy. I'm not saying you got to hide your relationship from the world, but I think some stuff is just should be meant for the couple. You know what I'm saying? For you and her. And I just think people are so like worried about proving to the world they happy or they got this or their relationship is goals or anything may have you at the end of the day. A lot of those celebrity couples that they're looking at and they're trying to emulate, they're not even happy. You know what I'm saying? They at work really because they doing this for the gram or YouTube or majority of them people not happy, bro. And I just think yeah, man, the when it comes to the trust, I think privacy, bro. Privacy, man. Like that internet is something else, bro. It's too accessible, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think people gotta sit there, they gotta sit there early. You gotta let that be known early, bro. Like it's too accessible, man.
Even if you find someone compatible with what you do, do you feel as though that's still an issue? Because I feel as though there's always you're on the road. This is why it's such an important topic. And I actually had a
Right.
conversation with someone recently. They're like, it's not talked about because when you're out there and you're around all these women, even if you're in a relationship, the woman on the side, they're not going to realize that, yeah, you're not cheating on her, but because she's seen you around all these people, because she's not
Right.
physically there, she may think you are. It turns into a Mr. Big storyline. if you get
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. So basically, man, I think when it comes to that, I think you gotta find somebody that understand, man.
Mhm.
Like as far as being in the same industry, it probably could work, but I just think it all boils down to, man, you gotta kind of get with somebody who understand your lifestyle. Um, you understand their lifestyle, and like you said a minute ago, like the trust thing, it just gotta boil down to the trust. But yeah, I definitely think it's a matter of you gotta just get with somebody that understand what you do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Out the gate. It don't need to be something later on you figure out I gotta be out the gate. With me being a rapper, with me being on the road, with me traveling a lot, with me being around a lot of people, it's imperative that I'm with somebody that understand what I'm doing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the trust factor right there. That's
for sure.
that's what you need. No, no time for any of the nonsense. You need someone that's down with you from the beginning
Definitely.
and until when you make it to the top. And yeah, I think the top it's coming. It's really you've been putting in the work now. So I think
Man, appreciate that,
and
man.
this album's a statement. You started off Cold City right away because you started rapping.
Yeah.
Then the beat drops, singing like Billy Joel. I did want to talk about
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Billy Joel reference.
For sure, man.
Now, are you kind of like a Billy Joel fan? Do you have like a respect for him? Is that why you could? Because a lot of people,
Definitely.
I feel as though he's kind of an unsung vocalist in a way. He doesn't get. I know people love in the hip hop community love Elton John, but it's kind of rare to hear about Billy Joel.
Yeah, I rock with I'm a music head, bro. So
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely a fan of Billy Joel. Like, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Mm.
Got some dope music. Man, I jam everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody. Yeah, Billy Joel, one of the ones, man. Yeah, he the truth.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's definitely up there. I think even Drake and I think Bun B was on that record, Uptown. I think they sampled Uptown Girl.
Yep,
So if you were
yep,
to take a
yep.
Billy Joel song and sample it, do you have one in mind that you would want to sample?
That's actually one of my favorites. What is the Caribbean? What's the song? It's Caribbean something, but I can't think of the name of it. Is it Caribbean Queen?
Caribbean Queen. Man, you're stunting me right now.
It's a song called Caribbean Queen, bro. That yeah, yeah. I'm not sure if that's the name of it, but I think it is. But
Mhm.
Uptown Girl, one of my favorite records, though.
Yeah.
I may would do a flip on that and flip that differently.
Flip that differently.
Yeah,
That would be fire. Drake, he has a lot of love for Houston. Have you seen Drake out there in Houston at all? Have you seen him come through the city?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Been seeing them for years. Oh, yeah.
Wow. Did you ever get a chance to speak with him and say what's up or
Oh yeah, in passing, you know what I'm
in
saying? Ain't been
passing?
too
Yeah.
much. Yeah. We got a lot of mutual. So he real close with DJ Eric, and DJ Eric, is a good friend of mine. So yeah, it's been definitely for sure.
Yeah. I see that eventually down the line, hopefully you'll get that Drake feature too. That would be nice.
Yeah, but Drake can get that Propain feature.
Yeah, exactly.
For
That'd
sure.
be tough. Something I
Yeah.
did love about this album too, and you bringing it back, like I said, the intro, you set it off right there. But with the interlude, 5100 block interlude, because I could see
Man,
it turn you a bad boy like Puffy Combs.
man.
I could just literally see everything you're rapping about from the leaky ceilings, your clothes were all rotten. You couldn't even get
Yeah,
the
yeah,
nasty
yeah,
hose, the ugly
yeah,
hose.
man, for sure, man, for sure, man. That's man, I love that record. Shout out to June James for that beat. Yeah, it was just painting the picture, bro. It was dope. It's even dope to hear that back because man, that's really my life. You know what I'm saying? And to just hear that, it's just about me painting the picture, man, setting the tone, letting people understand like where I come from, what I came from. You know what I'm saying? That made me who I am today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been crazy, especially even with Karma. People, they love the storyline there because it's real. When did you kind of have your first taste of, okay, yeah, Karma's real? That may have led to the inspiration to this record.
Oh man, it may was probably in like college or high school. I don't know.
Wow.
Or like a girlfriend or something. Who knows? Just to get back, the heartbreak or something, man. But yeah, man, man, that record is actually maybe my favorite on the album.
Yeah.
It's deep, bro. It's deep, and the story is the song is so quick. It's only like 2 minutes, but it's so powerful, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the reception to that has been crazy. People really, really love that song. They love that video. Shout out to Timothy Lynn, man. We had a great time shooting that video. And I just it's really getting the love when I set out and made that record that I feel like it deserved. And I think it's only gonna get bigger and bigger.
It's gonna, yeah, I'm telling you, you're already getting the reception. Like I said, it's only been a few weeks that people are calling this a classic. Wait until a couple months. So now, with the rollout of this album, what do you have planned ahead? I know we talked about the marketing scheme, but what's the tour gonna be like? Because I know you're traveling around, you're doing the press, you were just in Atlanta,
Right, right, right.
but what's the tour looking like? Because I think there should be a tour for this.
Oh, definitely. So right now we just pumping the album, getting the awareness up. We leave for OKC Sunday. No, we leave for Tulsa Sunday. Then we got OKC the next day. Then like Kansas and St. Louis. It's like so we doing that whole Midwest thing. But I think come right after South by Southwest, we will do the main scratch tour. And yeah, we gonna touch majority of the southern regions, but we're gonna try to touch as many markets as we can. But we definitely doing the made from scratch tour at the South by Southwest.
No,
And we are doing a big major made from scratch showcase during South by Southwest. I will have some legends in the building for that.
I did want to ask you about, because you're such an inspiration out there, especially with being independent. Because I think you used to do something called the front line. I think that was what it
Oh
was.
yeah, so yeah, the front line, man, that's crazy. You on your stuff, man. Like the front line is something that I think ushered in underground for H Town hip hop at the time where we always had a underground hip hop, but it kind of died. It died, and I think when I was coming in the game around like 2011, me and a few other artists, and shout out to Kane, who is one of a legendary MC from out here uh spearheaded it, man. And what we did, man, we was just some young dudes out here selling tickets to our concerts to our small group of fans, but it was like 8 of us. So if you take 8 artists that got a small group of fans and y'all all selling tickets to y'all fans, now we selling out the House of Blues. It wasn't being done at that time. Only artists who were coming and doing like House of Blues were like bigger artists that had names at the time, like a Wiz Khalifa or something like that. Kendrick Lamar's at the time when it was we were younger artists. But as far as an underground, unknown artist in Houston, nobody was doing that. And man, we did 3 of those. Man, it got so big, the radio got involved. I mean, you had a lot of artists that they sprouted from that. Kurt Cobain's come from Frontline. You know what I'm saying? DJ Chose come from Frontline. B King come from Frontline. Propain come from Frontline. Uh, that started a lot of us, man, and that's something that we did. Like nobody did that for us. Nobody helped us do that except the small collection of people. And now I'm not to my own horn. I'm probably the only artist who did all 3. I started from the first one when it was like a bunch of unknown artists. Then the next time Kirko came along. Then the next time DJ Chose and B King. But I'm that one artist who started from the ground. I made Frontline from scratch. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, and shout out to all them, bro, because all them boys is legendary for the Houston city of Houston, legendary for Texas, man. They all went on to do like amazing things, bro. Like for sure.
You're big on the hometown support too of all the upcoming artists. I know Sauce Walker, you've known him for a while. He kind of convinced you right away
Yes.
with a
Yes.
conversation that you had in the studio that, yeah, this
Yes.
guy's going to be a star. And you were having him open
Right.
him up at your shows, and you knew.
Yeah. Now out the gate, man. So I'm not gonna say out the gate because before that conversation, I was sketchy. By the end of that conversation, I knew, oh man, this dude here different. And then the right after that, I think he performed. I let him open up like maybe 2 days after that at one of my shows. And he stole the show, like off one song. You know what I'm saying? Stole it. His energy was unmatched. I'm like, damn, I gotta go after that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody even really knew him like that. And he had that star power out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's somebody that I'm very, very close with. I'm extremely proud of what he done took this man because he came in at a time and with a style that was unorthodox. And I already knew that he could like rap though. Like, and the world didn't know he could rap. And once he opened up to that and started showing them that, man, walk in my top 5 Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell anybody, like, he's one of my favorite rappers.
He's talented. You could tell by just listening
For
to his
sure.
discography. You know, he's definitely one of them ones. But you are too. And when we look
For
at the other
sure. Thank you.
legends in the game, I wanted you to talk about the lasting impact of Big Pokey and kind of when was the last time that you
Mhm.
saw him, because that kind of was so surprising to me when I heard that he
Oh, for
passed.
sure.
Yeah, because it was just and people, it kind of like you saw it on Twitter, but you
Hmm.
really didn't see any more flowers after that. Like you just saw RIPs, and that's how it is now. We're just like, okay, on to the next one. I feel as though he didn't kind of get that love and recognition after like one day as soon as the new pass. So talk to me
Right.
about the lasting impact and kind of when the last time you saw Big Pokey.
Man, it was like just a couple weeks prior to that, at Kiki's release for his album release, 25 Summers. He had everybody there. He had me, Slim, Zero, Big Crit, any rapper you could think of, we were all there, and I remember Big Pokey being there. And Big Pokey is definitely was one of my favorite rappers to come out of Houston. So I think we every time I seen him, we was having that conversation. Man, you the one I look up to, and he would always tell me I was one of his favorite rappers of this new generation, of this new school. I was like one of the ones that he really, really liked. And man, we had a really good relationship, and we definitely was we was always talking about just him getting on my albums. You know what I'm saying? Because like the last album I put out, he was on there, and I had all the legends on one song. But we kept talking about just me and him, like because that's one of my favorites, and that's something that I had really, really wanted to do. And I was actually fortunate enough to be on the last project that he just put out. He put out a project with J Dog. It was only like 6 songs, and I was on there, man, and that was. I didn't realize it at the time, the magnitude of that, but when it came out, I was like, damn, that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Rest in peace
Yeah,
to Big Pokey.
man, for sure. Long live the king, man, for sure.
And you mentioned
Yeah,
J Dog there. You almost got
uh-huh.
him on a song with you and Nipsey too. And I
Man,
did. What was kind of the reason? Was it kind of conflicting schedules that didn't happen?
you know your shit, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. That was years ago, bro. That was 2013, I think. Yeah. So, it was a record. The song was called My Life, and man, this is a crazy story. So, I had the record that I wanted him on, and I pulled up to J Dog, and I actually pulled up in a project for him to get on. He was gonna record it there, and bro, this is true story. As we listening to the song, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna get Nipsey on there too. And we listening to the song, and man, it's a shootout just take off outside the studio. I mean, not outside the studio, outside the apartment we had. Nobody with me was involved, but it was just like a crazy thing going on. And I just remember everybody scrambling, and J Dog was like, "Man, we gonna just do this another time." I never got J Dog on there, so I never even pursued getting nobody else on there. I just ended up because I didn't want it to come out with somebody else on there and him not on there. And so I just ended up doing it myself. And years later, we ended up doing that song part two, My Life Part Two, and it's me and J Dog. And that's like one of my biggest videos. Yeah, millions of views. It's like one of my biggest songs.
Crazy. Now, rest in peace, Nip. We lost him too. And I think I did hear a
Man,
story that there was someone that you were riding with was like, "Welcome to Houston, Nip." I think I did hear that. Yeah.
that was South Walker.
Yeah, that was Sauce Walk. Yeah. Yeah.
So I had a concert. It was with Nipsey at House of Blues. And Walker was with me. He was riding with me, and I was in the Jeep. We got all the doors off and the top off and everything. And Nip pulled up right next to us with Lauren London. And we at the light, and Walk just jump out there. Yeah, welcome to Houston. Nip. Yeah, yeah, welcome to the splash town. He just being Sauce Walker, man. That was a dope moment, man. That was super, super dope.
Fire. And those are moments that you're never going to forget. Legendary. He's an
Yeah,
icon, and just, just what he did as an independent artist and giving back to the community. And you've spoken
yes,
about it. You wanted to have such an impact for the people out there in Houston. Before you even made a dollar off rap, turkey drives, haircut drives, toy drives. I mean,
yeah.
what's something else that you're putting forward here that you feel as though that's unique from all the other charities that you've done and just others do? Is there different things that you're coming up with each year or something in the future?
Yeah. Me and some of my homeboys, we try to just like help out the families that's in need or whatever. But for the most part, we try to mentor the younger dudes from the same type of backgrounds that we come from, just to let them know like it's different routes. You know what I'm saying? It's different routes other than what you think is the only way out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's super important because I never had that coming from where I came from. Me and none of my homeboys. I think basketball probably saved us, kept us out of trouble enough to where because you know you don't pass, you don't play. So, but you know, just letting everybody know because everybody know it's only 12 spots on the basketball team. So you want to just be able to touch the people, man, and let them know like it's ways out, it's ways to be successful other than the typical ways they tell you in some of these rap songs that you can get out. So yeah, that's one of the main things that I think I probably hang my head on.
Mhm. Southside Houston, we mentioned the Legends track. Have you guys kind of had a discussion ever in a room, or do you think a collective album would happen, kind of like the Dungeon Family when you saw what Goody Mob and Outkast did? Do you think that could happen for Houston?
Definitely, man. South Walker just called me like maybe like 4 or 5 days ago, saying something like that he wanted
Mm.
to kind of me and him kind of partake in and get a bunch of the legends on board. I think it could happen. It's just conflicting schedules. But other than that, man, I think we will all be down. Like we got a culture where we all like got a lot of love for each other, bro. We all rock with each other. It's a rare thing, bro. So I think it would be nothing. It was just probably gonna take a guy like me who is kind of tied in to both generations to just make it happen. I would kind of have to put my foot forward and just get everybody in there. I think we could do it though.
I think it could happen and it would be legendary. We need a collective album like that. We don't get those anymore. And that would be a fresh new concept for the game. And I'm sure because a lot of people copy Houston, and I'm sure once you do that, then you'll see
Yeah.
everyone else doing it all over the place. But now that you're traveling all over the place, Atlanta, New York, is there some kind of new artists that are piquing your interest outside of Houston that you want to work with? I know Jay-Z's the top. We know you love Jada Kiss. We
Yeah,
know you love Nas, but is there some newer
yeah, for
artists out
sure.
there that are real hip
Uh,
hop guys that you want to collab with?
man, it's a guy. I just got turned on to. His name is AJ McQueen.
Mm,
Super dope. I think he's from St. Louis, but
mm.
he's in Houston. Super dope, man. It's another dude, Marcus Clay. He from the city. He's young dude, talented, bro, a spitter. Um, man, it's a lot of artists, bro. I can name, man. Even just like artists is already doing their thing that I'm like fans of, like G
G
Herbo.
Herb, I was gonna bring him up because
Yeah,
these top in Chicago.
yeah, man. Fan of G Herbo, bro. Yeah, bro. It's a lot, man. I'm really down to like work with anybody who's pushing the culture forward. And just making that real music, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and you're doing it, man. The whole album, it ain't safe outside. That one too.
Man,
Mama's
appreciate
Eyes.
it.
That was my favorite song off of that
Oh
album.
yeah, that's one of my favorites too, man. That's one of my favorites off the album too. Appreciate that.
You've been working, man, and I love, even though I think what I love about you and being independent is that you take your time with your music, even though you had another concept before made from scratch.
Right, right,
You don't rush anything, and I think that's why it comes out the way it does. And
right.
you were fully hands on with this as far as the production, the samples, soulful.
Mm,
You're really into it, and it came out to be a classic, as people are calling it, and it's only going to go up from here. I did want to take it really back from made from scratch with your roommate, who was the one that said you got it. I think his name was Paul. Is that who it was?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, my boy
Are you
Paul.
still in touch with him?
Yeah, for sure. He just came to the album release event, man. That's my
Wow.
dog, man. Shout out to Paul. Paul gave me the name Propain.
Yeah.
Before the games, we was going, yeah, Lamar State. I used to hoop at Lamar State. We were roommates, we were teammates, and I used to always freestyle. And man, I was just freestyling. I would call myself Lil C because my name Chris. And then I remember he was like, "Bro, you really can rap. Like, can rap, bro. You got a real shot at being a rapper." It was like, man, we got to come with a name, though. We got to get a name. Because I had always called myself Lil C growing up when I freestyle, just because that's the culture we come from. Lil Kiki, Lil Flip, Big Pokey, Big Mo. You either big or little. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? So I was Lil C, and I remember we came up with like a million names. I hated them all, and then he was like Propain, bro. You spitting that fire, bro. You spit that gas, bro. Propain. And I was like, man, I don't want to spell that shit like gas, though. And I think we changed the spelling. And I said it while freestyling one time. I was like, man, it's propane. Just freestyling. And it stuck. it never left, man. I just kept it.
And it's
Yeah, that
evolved
was dope.
into a legend in the making here, man. And you know, Zero calling you a legend already. You know, you got the Jay-Z
Man,
recognition, Scarface, all the
yes,
legends
sir.
in Houston. I did want to ask you this because you do want to help out the independent artists. Say if they want to start from scratch,
Right.
should you invest into getting your own equipment to record out of your home if you can, or do you go to a studio? And how much do you kind of want to budget yourself as far as imaging and marketing? Kind of just give them that starter kit advice if there is an independent
Man,
artist out.
so
Yeah.
yeah, that's a great question. I personally, the way the game is right now, I would invest in my own equipment. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And if if you're going to get the right equipment, and so it could be quality is important. You still got to deal with an engineer and get it mixed and master. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing. But I think for definitely the independent, I would definitely get wait, okay. I would definitely get my own equipment. I would definitely uh that way you can record how you want to record. You can perfect your craft, bro. You can perfect your craft. I would think with as far as marketing, it's different for everybody, man. I think people need to produce content, produce content. I'm not always saying post content or put content out. Just find your way, bro. You know what I'm saying? First, find your way. Find what worked for you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where you can win in when you find what worked for you and not try to find or try to imitate what worked for somebody else. Cause it's just you're not them. We all individuals. We all different. I think people need to kind of hack at it, bro. Hack at it. Continue to make music till you feel like you got your own style. That this is what you do. You know what I'm saying? And then you go at it with that. I never make music for other people. I never. Now I put it out to the world. I make music for me. I make music what I think is jamming. I love my music. You know what I'm saying? I am a fan. I listen to it. I don't have the people in mind when I'm making it. I'm just trying to make what I think is great. You
mm,
know what I'm saying? So if I think it's great, I'm confident enough to go tell the world. I was telling the world that this was a classic before it came out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I really felt that, regardless of whatever anybody else already thought at the time. I'm happy everybody agreed with me, but I was already saying it. I was already saying this is my best work because I was making it for me. I was trying to impress myself. And I think the artists should always do that, bro. I think that way you know your real fans, man. You know what I'm saying? The people who listen to my music obviously are people who have the same type of taste that I have. You know what I'm saying? They like the type of music that I like. So all I gotta it's been easy for me over the years. I just wanna like challenge myself and get better. But it's so easy for me of what pocket to go in because I'm just doing me. So the people who gonna like it is the people who gonna like it. I'm not trying to, okay, what type of music you like? Okay, let me try to make that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm doing what I like. So by the time it leave out of my studio and the world get it, I'm already in love with it. You know what I'm saying? So the people who are going to like it are the people who like the same shit I like. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how that's what it is.
Thank you for that. And that's important advice for all the artists listening who will listen later on. Take those notes because that's what you need to do. Make the music that you love to make. Stop following trends. Stop following TikTok and
Uh,
Instagram. Make the music that you grew up off of that you like. Do what you feel is right. That's how you establish your own identity. That's a lot of
yeah,
things. That's a lot of things that people lack. A lot of these artists lack nowadays is identity. Everyone sounds the same. It's two people following one trend, and you just broke it down right there. Do what you like.
definitely, man. Definitely. I think that's a big thing, bro. You got so many people they just trying to latch on to what worked for somebody else. So you have a bunch of people that sound the exact same, move the same, talk the same, walk the same, dress the same, because they're trying to do what they seen work. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that has never worked for anybody as far as somebody chasing greatness. Like Michael Jackson was inspired by a lot of different artists. But Michael Jackson, when you think about it, it was only one Michael Jackson. Usher, I'm pretty sure Chris Brown they was all inspired by Michael Jackson. They was fans of him and they wanted to be him growing up. But Usher is still Usher, and he is one of the greatest to ever do it because he's Usher. You know what I'm saying? And I think artists need to just get that. It's cool to be inspired. We all inspired. I'm inspired by plenty of artists. But I set out to be Propain. I don't set out to try to be Jay-Z or be Nas or, you know what I'm saying, be Bun B. I'm setting out to be me.
You.
I've been influenced by them, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. But yeah, I want to be myself.
Yeah. And you could see it plain as day here from the start and then all the way till now for Made from Scratch. What's next for you, man, that we didn't talk about? What's next for Houston? What's next here? What's that we didn't we talked about the marketing scheme, the tour, the
Yeah.
acting. What's next that we didn't mention here tonight?
Man, just continuing to raise the awareness, bro. Like we've been saying, this is a amazing body of work. I need the world to hear it. I'm focusing on Forever Trio Records. I definitely have other artists that I'm working with, more artists that I'm looking for that I want to work with. Um, I want to spread the movement of what I'm trying to do. Just this Forever Trio sound. This is like an authentic soulful, underground, street hip hop sound, and I feel like it's a brand, and I feel like I want to come full force with other artists, and we just all putting out classics. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to do. I want to focus on that. I want to focus on a whole team of people making timeless, just authentic rap.
And that's how you know you're true to the roots of real hip hop. And do you think that you can eventually go mainstream? Because I talk about it with Nas with Illmatic, because he has that underground message, but he has that mainstream appeal and sort of way because he can do those crossover mainstream and just off of his name and having they say the greatest hip hop album of all time. Do you think it's
Yeah.
possible for the underground to ever reach kind of mainstream success? Do you think we can get it there? Because there's mainstream artists, I feel as though they really don't represent hip hop, but
Yeah.
they're there, they get on the hip hop radios. How come there's not
Yeah.
love for the underground like you because you're authentic to the roots?
Right. I think it's a possibility, bro, just because of how social media has made everything. I would love to see more underground in the mainstream.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why underground is underground and mainstream is mainstream. I just think we just need to raise more awareness to underground. But yeah, man, I think it can happen. I think we've seen signs of it because you got artists like Kendrick Lamar is from they're products of the underground. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Big Crit is a product of the
That's
underground.
right.
Like Freddie Gibbs is a product of the underground. And they've been able to take it to different heights. So I think it's possible. I just think I don't know, we gotta kind of find a formula to keep it our sound just at the mainstream level. Even with like Benny the Butcher and Griselda.
Griselda. Yeah.
Yeah. They have an underground sound. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible, bro. I think it's definitely possible. Definitely.
And you're going to be at the forefront of it. Propain, man, I
Man.
want to thank you for coming on the show. I had a great time speaking with you. Thank you for all that you do for hip hop. Anything else you want to plug in here as far as your socials, anything else that you have on the way, anything else you want to let your fans know?
Man, Propain 713. That's Propain 713. That's on everything across the board. That's Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. It's Propain 713. Um, Definitely got more videos off the album coming. I got the Always Down video with Freddie Gibbs, locked and loaded, dropping any day now. Coleman video out right now and it's going crazy. Make sure y'all go check that out. Your Wish featuring Big Crit out right now. Make sure you go check that out. Just the whole album made from scratch, man. Don't sleep on that. I got more videos on the way, movie on the way with Slim Thug. Dirty Third, the next one. We're getting ready to start shooting for that one. So yeah, bro, we just trying to push it forward, man. I feel like 2024 gonna be a big year for me, and like I said, this is just we 2 weeks in,
Yeah.
and it's going crazy already.
It's going crazy, man. And go Texans. I hope that they win for you guys. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember you getting all the flack for rocking the cowboy hat and all
Oh
the
man,
different hats you were wearing back in the.
they
I think you had
took
an
me up,
Orlando
man.
Magic hat.
Yeah, man. Now you don't catch me with nothing without Houston, man. And I was just one of them dudes who just had a million hats, but yeah,
Yeah.
man, they taught me quick. Nah, it's big like that out here.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Go Houston. You know, I love seeing them smack the Yankees around. You know, I want to see
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Astros
for
come back.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
But
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Propane, thanks again, man. Shout out to your management for coming on the show, you know, getting everything set up, man. You're always welcome anytime you want to do press for the movie. We'll always love to have you back on the show, man. It was an honor.
Okay, for sure, man. Appreciate you, man, and thank you for having me.
Of course, man. Enjoy the rest of your night. Made from scratch, available on all platforms now. Enjoy the rest of your night. Take care and stay safe. All right, Propane, everyone out
All
there.
right.
All
Salute,
right,
man.
man.
All right, G.
Salute. Peace out.
All right, bro.